was always there for everyone else. He left the 99 to find the one that was lost. Every single person that crossed his path could feel his love. Multitudes followed him everywhere he'd go. They knew he was the one they were waiting for. He enjoyed the company of his friends until his time had come, and he knew he had to walk alone. They crucified my King. He was screaming in agony as they pierced his hands and feet. Mary couldn't hold back her tears. They crucified my King. Was this too much suffering? Yet he humbled himself to the will of the Father. He opened not his mouth only to speak with love. He said, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. He was taken from prison and from judgment and from a palace. And they scourged him and he suffered, and they smite him and he suffered. They spit upon him and he suffered. Because no matter what, Jesus will always love you. They crucified my King. He was screaming in agony as they pierced his hands and feet. Mary couldn't hold back her tears. They crucified my King. Was this too much suffering? Innocent and pure in heart, yet he was numbered with the transgressors because he truly loved them. He looked and there was none to help him, so instead he chose to minister to others, even while he was suffering on the cross. It was too much pain and many still mocked him. He ministered to them and said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He ministered to the thief who was also crucified on his right side, who said, Lord, please remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom. And the Lord said, verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. He ministered to Mary. He saith unto his mother, Woman, behold thy son. Then he said to his disciple John, Behold thy mother. And from that hour, that disciple took her unto his own home. And about the 9th hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, that is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? He was always ready to answer to any trial with a scripture, flashback to when he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Then that the scripture might be fulfilled, he saith, I thirst. There was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar, and put it upon hyssop, and put it to his mouth. When he therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished. And he bowed his head. He said, Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. And having said thus, he gave up the ghost. And behold, the veil of the temple they pierced his hands and feet. And one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith came there out blood and water, and he that saw it bare record, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he said true, that ye might believe. For these things were done, that the scripture should be fulfilled, a bone of him shall not be broken. And again another scripture saith, they shall look on him whom they pierced. Mary couldn't hold back her tears. They crucified my king. Was this too much suffering? Yet he humbled himself. The will of the Son swallowed up in the will of the Father. He opened not his mouth, only to speak with love. The Lord said they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. They crucified my King.